Hello everyone, Hell's Unicorn here again, and I just wanted to make a few quick remarks about the supposed appointment or soon-to-be appointment of Sotomayor, the Latino justice pick for the Supreme Court. There's a key element that's missing from the discussion here. There's a lot of various observations about this one particular quote that she had. It was something to the effect of her experience being a person of a certain race, in this case being a Latino, gives her a certain perspective that others who are not of that upbringing and of that culture wouldn't have. While this is essentially true, and it's not out of character for somebody to say things like this at a event for Latinos, I give to you just this following objection. Does perspective and individual subjective viewpoints have any place in a court of law? A place where facts, truth, and a lack of iniquity are held in a fairly high standard, or at least I think they ought to be. Can equity exist in the realm of subjectivity, where essentially everyone has their own viewpoint? That's something that you should chew on more than any of this back and forth about the idea of racism, and even the more relevant issue of Ms. Sotomayor being a member of La Raza, a group I'm not particularly crazy about. Just think about it for a second. Put yourself in this situation. If you are involved in a case where you have a class action lawsuit put against you and it goes all the way to the Supreme Court and has a specific outcome that would affect everybody else, would you want somebody who is guided by individual perspective or by objective truth deciding what the law actually means? You see, the Supreme Court is essentially supposed to be governed not by the individual subjective viewpoints of whoever is toting a black robe and sitting behind a table with a gavel in hand, but it's supposed to be something that is subordinate to a set of ideas and principles, and principles need to be objective in order to be equitable. They have to be separate from the individual person, and they have to apply equally to everyone. And if a person puts weight on their own personal cultural and race experiences, being of a particular race or culture, that creates a huge iniquity in how one views basic facts and occurrences. So I submit to all of you that this is not an issue of race, but instead an issue of equality under the law in every respect, in the most macro and broadest of senses. This is something to chew on while you decide whether or not you want to quibble over this liberalism versus conservatism thing. Just focus on that. With prudence to myself and benevolence to all of you, good evening.